qualifiers. People were also asked for their favorite month. The ones with the most votes were October and December, respectively. But warmer weather was also popular with May and June at third and fourth. Well, I'm here to tell you, February should be one of your favorite months because Dr. Toney presents Treasures in the Queen City. There we go. See, I was trying to lead her into
You
that.
trying to lead me in? I was
There you
slow
go.
on the punch, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, Treasures in the Queen City. What is Treasures in the Queen City, Dr. Toney?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me back. Thank you. All of Camden. Oh, my goodness. You guys showed up in grand fashion. The kickoff was amazing on Saturday. Thank you to our mayor who absolutely wowed the crowd as she read the proclamation. Forevermore was established June Rogers Day in the city of Camden, Arkansas for February the 1st. That kicked us off. And of course, we had Stephen Spud Howard, our treasurer, was honored. And so the theme this year is music and medicine. We are honoring men of both music and medicine. And it was resounding sounds in that the Leak Ingram building. If you've ever been there, the acoustics are amazing. Spud gave us a little rendition, and so did June, and so it was fabulous. And so thank you to everyone that came out. I want to say thank you to my pearls, the gents that came out and volunteered, our young people. We are integrating, honoring our ancestors, celebrating our contemporaries, and propelling our successors.
I love it.
That's the mission.
I love it.
That's the mission. Doc Bryce, got anything?
Mission
No,
accomplished.
you're doing great.
Okay, so this week we are going to honor both Dr. James E.K. Hildreth, who is busy. He will not be here in person, but he sends his love and his regards from good old Meharry in Tennessee.
Okay.
And super excited to talk about his life and him being born here in Camden, Arkansas. He was actually born December the 27th, 1956 in Camden, Arkansas. Woo, and the crowd goes wild.
Right. Here, we give you one of those. Shut up. All right.
And so, I mean, you think about it. He's a Harvard graduate. He graduated in 1979 from Harvard University in Oxford in 1982, alma mater of Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. And he's known for his work in HIV and AIDS research. And he is currently at Meharry Medical College doing an amazing job. So a lot for us here in Camden to be very, very, very proud of.
Absolutely. But, there's he's not the only one from Camden, right?
No, he's not. There's a lot from Camden.
Absolutely.
And here is the thing that is so beautiful about Treasures in Queen City. As we unearth the treasures, more and more information about people of note that have done extraordinary things that are impacting the world, not just the city or the state, not just this country, but the world. And so we also are going to be honoring Dr. Cornelius B. Bledsoe. He's known as the Foot Doctor, and he was here in Camden, Arkansas, and he has an extraordinary story. We have Teresa Harris from the Ouachita County Historical Society. She wrote an article about him, and she's going to be talking about that article and all of the things that she's learned about him. He was a unique character in that he had some unconventional ways of practicing. As a podiatrist, he would actually walk and service his clients. So we're going to find out a lot of information about his impact while he lived here in Camden, Arkansas.
A foot doctor who used his feet.
Well, there you go. Well, if you're going to be into feet, might as well be a doctor. That way you've got a good excuse, right?
Oh, yeah. It's for educational purposes. Yeah.
Stay the hell away from my feet. Okay.
Scientific reason.
Yes.
Show me your foot.
So, no.
And here's the thing. Feet are important. So a backdrop, let's pull back a little bit. So we're honoring them, but the part of the symposium is I get to teach a little bit. And one of the things that I want to make sure that we're conveying to our young people and not so young is that we have to take care of these bodies. And music is very healing. And of course, we know the physical impact that medical doctors play, but then there are philosophers and psychologists and people who across the board are doing all that they can to help heal their fellow citizens, their friends, their families, their loved ones. Dr. Hildreth's story, he actually got inspired when his father got sick to get into cancer research. And so sometimes it is that we have such a love for our loved ones in our community that we want to do something about it. And it will take you all the way to doctor level in order to be able to provide those services. So I'm super excited. Hopefully we inspire a pipeline that our young people here in Camden would become doctors, podiatrists, psychologists, therapists. That's a
researchers.
prayer. Researchers.
You name it.
You
know, anything. The sky is the limit
Woo,
for these
come
kids.
Come on.
All right. Well, I mean, it is. That would be about the limit. The sky.
The sky.
And, I did a commercial for Camden Fairview School. And my grandson actually did the commercial.
Okay.
And, he was talking about things that he wanted to do, and I wanted to make the commercial his.
Yes.
And one of the lines that he had picked out for himself was, maybe he wants to be a rocket scientist or an engineer. At Camden Fairview Schools, he's learning to shoot for the moon.
Yes.
And I don't see why these kids can't shoot for the moon.
That's it.
If you're a teacher out there and you're not giving your all, shame on you.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, you got to get out there and you got to give it your all. You became a teacher. That was your choice. I know. Kids are trying. That's why I did not become a teacher.
So thank God for the teachers, because there are some that go beyond, and that's what I think that at a very basic level, we have daily practices that we have to do and mandates, but there is something about going beyond. I've got a saying that my mother inspired, do too much. My mom is deceased. She died at 43 years old. This is how you get inspired by some of the tragedies that turn into triumph. She died at 43 years old. I'm 53, sitting here today and in great health.
God
full
bless you.
body of mind, right? I got my mind made up. But she was drugs, alcohol, and she was brilliant. She was smart, but she could not connect with a higher purpose, a mission, like you're saying, to shoot for the moon. She could have gone and been on the moon. She could have been an astronaut. She could have, because she was a mathematical mind. She was an accountant, and she could not connect those dots. But I saw a picture of her over the holidays, and my spirit, it just leaped. Do too much. I didn't do enough. So now I'm wearing do too much, because I'm going to continue to inspire our young people that you do not have to limit yourself by any proximity of geography, background, pedigree. You can do too much and become a doctor if you so decide, or an engineer, or a therapist, or a musician, or and please, sir, please, ma'am, the recording industry, as you hear at Radio Works, you guys have such an opportunity to mentor young people into this industry. I think every industry that we have, if we do a better job of mentoring and putting them in an apprentice type environment, we will have done a great work, right? We can't put it all on the schools. We cannot put it all on the parents. It is a village that raises a child, right? And I believe that village is Camden, Arkansas, with Treasures in Queen City, and that we have the opportunity to inspire our young people.
I don't know if we want to inspire people to do radio, though.
Yes, we do. Bryce. Oh, my.
I've had children come up and ask me.
That is not Bryce, everybody.
It's like, what advice could you give for me to get into radio? And I tell them, don't.
Why? Why would you say that?
Well, because there's other parts of radio that you could get into that actually pay better.
Okay.
And you get more respect.
Okay.
Like engineering.
Yes, so engineering.
Because everybody wants to be the rock star.
Yep. Oh, you mean the voice?
Everybody wants to hear their voice on the radio. We did too. back in the day.
Okay.
You know,
But
nowadays,
we have a shortage of engineers because they're all dying out. And
Okay.
there's nobody to replace them.
That's right. So that's what here is this is the path, this is the pipeline that I'm talking about. Mentoring them and getting the engineers that are yet seated at the table to bring in young people to teach them their trade and their vocation.
But with engineering, though, even just with radio,
yeah.
you can take that to any other field because you're dealing with electronics.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have to be specific. That's why I said with engineering, you get more respect.
And that's a part.
And it pays better.
And it pays better.
well, I mean, you got to get paid.
You got to get paid, but you got to also have quality of life.
Absolutely.
And you also have to have purpose. And you also have to answer a call. And I think those that we honor throughout Treasures in Queen City, they kind of checked all those boxes.
Right.
They answered their call. They had a passion. They went after it. It is not just, and I want to say this because we have an audience. If in fact you chase the money, you chase the bag, that's all you'll get.
Absolutely.
Okay? So you have to do the work and let the bag and the money be attracted to you and chase you down. Because opportunities come when you put the work in. The Bible says, do the work and God brings the increase. And so when we talk about young people being able to be profitable, it's much more than just the money. It's the quality of life. It's the options. It's the days off. It's getting to retire early, right? And then you have fulfilled your passion. So I just believe that we have to show them a better way. And we can do that. And if they come on Thursday night, I'll tell them again.
There you go. Now, once again, Treasures in the Queen City at the Leak Ingram Building this Thursday. Let's see, what is that, from 6 to 8?
6 to 8.
6 to 8. You come, well, I guess neither of these guys are going to be there.
No.
But, you can come and learn about their lives.
Yes.
And the amazing journey that they took to get to where they were.
Yes.
Or are.
Yes. Yes. And here's the thing about that, because one of the things that I think we miss out on opportunity is the coming together of the community. An aspect of why we do Treasures in Queen City, why I partnered with the Ouachita County Historical Society, is to bring like-minded people together, because when you have that synergy, from that comes other opportunities and other ideas for advancement. And so I love the fact that you have people who are very interested in history, who are interested in maybe medicine or music, who are interested in these things, and then they come together, and then coming together is what builds this great synergy. And that's the energy that we use then to make differences in the lives of our young people. So I'm super excited. You don't want to miss it. If you have children, any age, bring them. I love the children. I remember taking my children to every symposium that I ever had to go to when I was in undergrad, when I was in graduate school, and even at the doctorate level. My children had to bear symposiums. Yeah, they did.
All right, everybody load up. Yeah.
Oh, man, again.
And be quiet, and don't crunch those snacks out loud, and don't go to the bathroom 15 times and all of that. But they learn that way. They learn that way. They get dressed up, and they have to, sit and speak to people, and you snatch them a little bit when they're, doing stuff naughty, but they get to learn. And the more that you take them, the better they will be enculturated and able to go, and before you know it, they'll become adults, and
they'll want it.
They'll want it for themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we expose them to that. So please bring your young people out. Bring your young people out. This is a great opportunity. Dress up and sit a while.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Toney. It's the Treasures in the Queen City Symposium this Thursday from 6 to 8 at the Leak Ingram Building. Honoring Dr. James Hildreth and Dr. Cornelius Bledsoe. Come out and celebrate and be a part of honoring the men of music and medicine who have lived here, worked, and walked the streets of Camden. So all Black History Month long, we're going to be doing this every Thursday, and they're all at the Leak Ingram Building.
That is correct.
So you guys make your plans now.
Yay.
Who's going to come next week? Do we know yet?
The following week? Okay, so we have, let me just, all right, so next week will be Camden's Black physicians, pharmacists, dentists from the 1900s and beyond. And we're going to do a special tribute to Dr. Milton Brunson. And he's retired, has been longstanding in the community. But I went and got some research of pharmacists and doctors from the 1900s, which I was just so thrilled. So we have a long history of healers from Camden, Arkansas.
Absolutely. And
I
you can
love
learn
that.
all about this.
Yes.
All you got to do is come.
All you got to do is come.
You can swing by the radio station, pick up your tickets for this today.
Here we go. Here we go.
$19.99. My friends call me cash.
It's free. It's absolutely free. And we want to thank the AMP Commission for their marketing and advertising support. It's absolutely free. And listen, Camden, we love you real big. You got to love Camden. Don't trash Camden. Love on Camden and come out and celebrate the treasures in Queen City. God bless you guys.
Amen. Dr. Adrianne Toney, Treasures in the Queen City. You can find more information on, we've got it up on our Facebook page.
My Facebook.
And you can go to Dr. Toney's Facebook page. And you can go to the city Facebook page. And you can go to the Chamber of Commerce. Anyway, it's all over Facebook. You know, just type in the search bar, Treasures in the Queen City. It'll pop right up there.